Hello everyone watching this video. My name is Jay Dhruva and I'm from Jagdish School of Management, currently pursuing a PGDM and major is Digital Business Analytics. So for my PVT project, I've chosen Sushrutha Diagnostic Clinic. Sushrutha Diagnostic Clinic is situated in Harihar, and basically it has a 10-bed capacity and records around 60 patients per day, and it has an in-house laboratory and dispensary. So to talk about the problem of this organization is that they were not able to track all the patient records of all the laboratory record and dispensary record and even the diagnosis which they have done. And the other issue was that to create the bill, to have a record of how many medicines or with aspect of laboratory, how they can order the reagents and everything, so that you'll have a one dashboard where they can have all the data so that they can access, add, and even have some insights from the same dashboard. To solve this problem, I found the better solution through the app. Even though we had created Excel model, I think the app would have been more feasible because most of the staff who are working in the organization had smartphone and it was feasible also. So we'll be looking into the Excel model which we have built, and then we'll be looking into the app. So this is the Excel model which we have built. Basically, this is a database of all the diagnosis, and we have also created test name and their rates so that we can automatically generate all the rates to create the bill. And this is just a sample, uh, medicines, so that once you just enter the medicine name, the cost per unit will be displayed, and if you enter the quantity, it will be giving the total. So, and then this is just a sample data, transaction table of the diagnosis. So you get to know the diagnosis with the patient name, uh, number, and their diagnosis, and this will be the basic database of the patient. And to talk about lab details, so there will be a test name, test number, and a test name here, and a patient name and patient ID. So this will be captured in lab details, and similar to lab details, even in dispensary, only changes bill number here, and patient name, patient number, and this will be all extracted from the database which we had, and just a category which they have for the medicine, and actual medicine which they have, which we have, and unit price will be extracted from the database, and quantity is the input, and total price will be displayed here. And we have created a separate sheet for bills, so that we will be explaining separately when we open the app, and QR code as a separate sheet. Now we'll be talking about the app and how it is working, and this is the desktop version of the app, and the similar version is there for the phone also. And this is the home page right here. It just gives a brief description of the organization, and these are all buttons for each detail if you want to go to specific. So we'll go to patient details. So here this is a table of all the patients which is recorded before, and if you want to add a new patient, you can add new details here with patient ID, patient name, mobile number, gender, age, blood group, weight, all the required fields. And if you go to lab details, it's the same old data, and we'll be adding new data also here, and test name and dispensary details. So you can add new data here too. So bill number, name, category is the main category of the medicine and the medicine name, and quantity. You can add one. And to get the insights of all this, if you click the dashboard button here, you'll get a basic idea of the data which we are having. So from here we can get the diagnosis, common diagnosis, the frequency, and the gender who are coming in the organization. And lab details also, he'll be getting to know actual how many blood sugar test is done for that particular period, CBC, hemoglobin, LFT, and what are the rates given. And dispensary details also, there'll be a dashboard here option so that they can understand which category has sold more and which tablet has sold more. And so the owner can generate the bill based on the patient number, just press the patient number and you'll get the total amount. And if you go scroll down, there's a print bill button. So if you press that, you'll go to a different page to print the bill. It's a PDF version. You can just click the print option. So you can print the bill if required. And for the payment page, if you click this button, it will go to the QR page. So the patient can easily scan the QR and make the payment. And this this whole app is actually solving most of the issues which we discussed before. So here we'll get the basic database of the patient, and here we'll get the basic details about lab and how many tests, and depending on those numbers they can order the reagents and other requirements which is required for the tests. And here in dispensary details we'll be getting to know which tablet is sold more, so that depending on this data they'll be ordering more and they're keeping the stock based on the requirement. And this also solves the payment issue which they had, because one database is having all the details, lab details, dispensary details, and this consultation they can input and change depending on the requirement. So this solves the problem of manually calculating everything. So it will reduce the time of calculating and patient in and patient out time significantly. So before it used to be at least 15 minutes. Because of this app, it will reduce at least 10 minutes. So total in and out time, average total in and out time will be around 5 minutes per patient. So I would like to thank you all for watching this video.